Have you ever felt there's something beyond what the eyes can see? A hidden dimension where the truth of the universe reveals itself to those prepared to witness it. The third eye is not just a mystical concept, it's a portal, a key that unlocks dormant powers within you. And today, you will discover what happens when that door opens. The awakening of the third eye is no ordinary event. It's a radical transformation of your consciousness, a quantum leap in your perception of reality. And when it happens, powers that once seemed like legends become part of your daily existence. You're not just evolving, you're remembering who you've always been. There's a closely guarded secret, a truth hidden in the most sacred corners of your being. Have you ever felt, even for a fleeting moment, that there's something far greater pulsing within you? Something that defies logic, that transcends the limits of what you've been taught to believe? What you're about to discover isn't just knowledge. It's a revelation that will shatter the illusion of ordinary reality and show you what it truly means to be a spiritual being in a physical body. The third eye is not a myth, not a metaphor. It's a portal, a dormant organ of perception that, once activated, unleashes powers known to ancient humanity but forgotten in the modern world. Imagine seeing the invisible, hearing the inaudible, sensing what lies beyond the senses, and knowing, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are not alone, that the universe is constantly communicating with you. Today, you'll understand why some people seem to possess inexplicable gifts, while others live in the darkness of ignorance. The difference isn't luck or chance, it lies in the opening of the third eye. And if you're hearing this now, it's because yours is already awakening. Brace yourself, because nothing will ever be the same after this moment. The journey begins here. If you believe, comment on this video with "I believe." Don't forget to like and follow our channel. When the third eye awakens, the first and most striking transformation is the emergence of clairvoyance, the ability to see beyond the physical world. This isn't imagination or guesswork, but a heightened perception that transcends the limits of the physical eyes. You begin to perceive energy auras around people, distinguishing colors and intensities that reveal emotions, intentions, and even spiritual blockages. Dreams are no longer random fragments of the mind. They become windows to other realities, displaying vivid scenes of possible futures or encoded messages from invisible guides. Over time, this expanded vision allows you to see entities, thought forms, and even dimensional structures that were once invisible. Places charged with negative energy emit a dark haze, while sacred spaces glow with an almost palpable luminosity. You can close your eyes and still visualize distant scenes as if you were there, an ancient gift known as remote viewing. And the deepest realization, you see that all of this was always there. The only difference is that your inner senses are now attuned to the truth of the universe. Just as the spiritual eyes open, the ears of the soul awaken as well. Clairaudience isn't just hearing voices. It's tuning into the divine frequency that permeates all things. In silence, you catch whispers that come from no physical mouth, guidance from spiritual mentors, ethereal songs from angels, or even your inner voice amplified to an impossible volume. These are clear messages, sometimes in archaic languages or sonic symbols, that your heart deciphers instantly. This gift also manifests in nature. The wind is no longer just moving air. It carries words, warnings, or confirmations. Birdsong may bring revelations, and the rustling of distant leaves forms intelligible phrases. In deep, meditative states, some report hearing celestial choirs, cosmic bells, or the primordial sound OM echoing in the ether. And when you least expect it, a soft voice, inside or outside you, gives the exact answer to the question weighing on your mind. Clairaudience proves that the universe is never silent. We just didn't know how to listen. Over time, you develop unshakable intuition. Your decisions are no longer based on doubt, but on a deep certainty emanating from your core. You know before you think. You feel before you analyze. And the most incredible part? The more you trust this flow, the more life conspires in your favor. Coincidences become synchronicities, and you realize nothing happens by accident. The fourth power is conscious astral projection. Your spiritual body breaks free, and you travel through dimensions beyond time and space. You meet masters, visit sacred places, and receive teachings directly from the source. When you return, you bring wisdom no earthly book could offer. But there's an even deeper power: energy healing. Your hands emanate a force that rearranges matter, restoring balance. You feel others' pain as if it were your own. And then, with a touch or an intention, you dissolve it. Illnesses, blockages, traumas, all transform before the light of your activated third eye. When the third eye reaches full awakening, you begin to experience instant knowledge, a direct flow of wisdom that transcends conventional learning. This isn't memorization or study, but sudden access to the cosmic library, where complex information unfolds in your mind as if it had always been there. Profound philosophical concepts, intricate mathematical equations, or ancient healing techniques arise within you with crystalline clarity, requiring no intellectual effort. You may find yourself explaining subjects you've never studied, or describing precise details of cultures and eras your conscious mind never explored. This phenomenon goes beyond intuition. It's as if you're tuned into a universal frequency of knowledge, where questions are answered before they're even asked. In meditation, you receive downloads of information that seem to come from a higher source, as if invisible masters are projecting teachings directly into your consciousness. At times, this gift manifests as past life memories, bringing dormant skills, like speaking unlearned languages or recognizing places your physical body has never visited. Knowledge ceases to be something external to acquire and becomes an ongoing internal revelation, proving that your mind is merely a receiver of infinite cosmic consciousness. With the third eye active, accelerated manifestation becomes your new reality, a power that turns thoughts into matter at an almost supernatural pace. You realize your desires are no longer just hopes, but seeds planted in the quantum field, sprouting with astonishing speed. The universe doesn't just respond. It seems to anticipate your needs, creating synchronicities so precise they border on eerie. The right people appear at the exact moment. Opportunities arise out of nowhere, and obstacles dissolve as if they never existed. This happens because, upon opening the third eye, you shatter the illusion of separation between thought and reality. Your visualizations gain such strong energetic density that the physical world has no choice but to rearrange itself to reflect them. Manifestation time, which once took months or years, now shortens to days or even hours. You begin to understand the true meaning of the phrase, "Ask and you shall receive," not as a vague religious concept, but as a practical cosmic law. However, This power demands responsibility. Your mind becomes a magnetic beacon, attracting not just what you consciously desire, but also the deepest contents of your subconscious. Thus, purifying your intentions and maintaining emotional clarity becomes essential, because accelerated creation doesn't distinguish between a wish and a fear. It simply materializes the dominant vibration within you. And finally, the most sublime of all, union with the divine. You realize you were never separate from the source. God isn't out there, it's within you. And the third eye is proof of that. Meditation is no longer a practice, but a natural state. You laugh at old limitations because now you know you are infinite. These powers aren't gifts, they're your birthright. They're already within you, waiting for the moment you choose to awaken. The third eye isn't a privilege for the few. It's the inheritance of every soul daring enough to seek the truth. Now, the choice is yours. Will you keep living on the surface, or will you dive into the depths of your own being? Because one thing is certain, once the third eye opens, there's no turning back. The illusion dissolves, and all that remains is the light. Your light. The path lies before you. All it takes is the first step.